Gray is here on the Blaze Radio Network.
That's right. Welcome. Halfway through the week already. Gosh, man, the time goes by so fast. And we're more than halfway through November already. A week from tomorrow, Thanksgiving Day. It's incredible, isn't it?
And almost 90 degrees in Dallas, Fort Worth.
I hate that.
Miserable.
We had a really kind of cool, sort of ish
moment
ending to summer, and then it seemed like, all right, we're out of the woods. Nah, we're just making up for it now.
You're good.
The heat. Stop. It's November. Somebody tell the sun. It's November.
I did see a cold blast going to hit the nation just after Thanksgiving.
That's what they say.
That's what they say.
Actually, I saw that the forecasted high for Thanksgiving here is 53.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
that would be nice.
It's supposed to cool down next week, right? Seriously,
cool.
that's what they said. They've got a little front coming through.
Today, though, what? 175?
With a slight
today?
chance of some rain, some scattered showers, thunderstorms throughohout the area.
Yeah. Is it 175 or 180 today?
I think it's 170. Between 175.
Don't be ridiculous.
Yeah.
But it's not a super saturation 175. It's just a slightly humid 175.
Yeah, it's not like it's been 175 every day for 3 months.
The feels like's 180.
It's kind of tiresome. Of course, people who are experiencing snow,
absolutely,
they're not very sympathetic.
I hear you.
I just like the seasons to change. Mm-hmm. Call me crazy. Call me picky. But I like to have 4 seasons. We just don't have that here. We have hot as hell and then miserable. Those are the 2 seasons in Dallas, Texas.
Yes.
And you're welcome. All right. So yesterday, the House voted to release the Epstein files 427-1.
Yes.
Yep.
And the Senate unanimously voted to release the files.
Yeah, Clay Higgins was interesting. He took to Twitter after the House
He was
voted.
the one vote against.
Yeah, he's concerned that it abandons 250 years of criminal justice procedure in America.
Yeah.
As written, the bill reveals and injures thousands of innocent people. He's just saying if this is enacted in its current form, this type of broad reveal of criminal investigative files released to a rabid media will absolutely result in innocent people being hurt. So he's the one vote.
Interesting point.
It is. It is.
You know?
And no one cares.
Yeah.
No, we just want what we want.
Yeah.
I'm as guilty as anybody else. I just want to see these names. I want them to be held accountable for a change.
Absolutely.
You know? And they haven't been.
Do you think that's going to happen?
No, probably not. Probably not. So people will just be hurt and nothing will be held.
And do you think when what we receive is released, will it be enough?
Probably not.
I know.
Probably not. I don't know.
I know.
We're seeing some interesting things come out so far. I mean, the Larry Summers stuff. Jeez. Yeah. First of all, I guess Epstein was his romantic guru. Seems like a pretty good guy to turn to for romantic advice, doesn't he?
It's his muse or something, right?
I guess. He's trying to, first of all, he's trying desperately to cheat on his wife with some Chinese American economist. And
what do they talk about? Oh, how about those charts and graphs, huh?
Yeah. I think Venn diagrams is what they talk about a lot.
That's the thing. You don't have to talk. That's the whole point.
And we also learned that they saw Hakeem Jeffries as a rising star long ago, called him Brooklyn's Barack.
Wow.
Of course, Timu Barack is much better, but...
Or Dollar General Barack.
Dollar General Barack.
Dollar General Obama.
Yeah.
Man. But this Kiyu Jin, who Summers was trying desperately to get some advice about Jeffrey Epstein on whether or not he could get horizontal with her.
Oh, God.
Awesome. And Epstein, to his credit, said, yeah, your chances of that are 0.
See?
Yeah. See,
if he was a bad guy, he would have just made it happen.
He would have strung him along.
Yeah, he would have just made it happen. They'll do anything.
Yeah,
Larry.
well, I don't think he had power over adult women like this. You know, his power extended only to like teens. All
right,
sad, really sad.
I think there were. See, one of the issues that people bring up is that a lot of these girls were not. They weren't. They were older than 18. Right?
Some of them, yeah.
So
I mean, that's what he was putting all of his hopes in.
Right.
Is that we'd just be satisfied with they're adults.
Right.
Well, some of them were, Some of them were 21 or 22, but many of them were just young teenagers, like underage teenagers. So there's no doubt the guy was an illegal dirtbag.
Even if they looked older?
Yes, even then.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Sorry, Jeffy, but that's a fact. So the emails that have been uncovered involving Larry Summers, super embarrassing. And what is he, president of Harvard? Is he?
Is he the president? I'm not sure what his title is. Yeah.
He's just a professor, I thought. Am I wrong?
Let's see. Larry.
How long? That would have been a new development because
Harvard. I think at one time he was president at Harvard.
I mean, he was the Treasury Secretary for Obama, if I recall.
Yes, that is correct.
Still, though.
I don't know. But he's at Harvard, and people are saying should be cut loose. And obviously that's the case. But kind of a dirtbag, I think, is fair to perhaps come to that conclusion.
So he should lose his job because he was trying to have an affair on his wife.
Well, that's up to Harvard, really. But yeah, that's one thing that could potentially cause you some problems at your job.
Okay, so
if you have a high-profile job.
Sorry, he was Clinton's Treasury Secretary, then went to be the president of Harvard, as you stated there.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. But I don't think currently he's
now he's just
president,
I think just an economics professor.
Yeah,
I mean,
he was
over
an adjunct professor or whatever.
Yeah, he's had all sorts of swamp jobs and international jobs as well. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So you think that he should be able to conduct his
I'm just asking a
life.
question.
Yeah,
I'm just asking a question.
I know you are.
He was attempting to have an affair.
Yeah.
That didn't happen. He was just attempting.
Not in this particular case. I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
And he should lose his job for that?
Well, I mean, again, that's up to Harvard. I'm not the decision maker in that particular case.
Wow.
I'm just saying that's one thing that could cause some issues.
What's his face is right.
That could cause some issues.
The guy that voted against this thing is right.
Well, and he is. I mean, that will be the result, no doubt, for a lot of people. A lot of people, because they're just going to be guilty by association.
Yeah.
And maybe they didn't do anything wrong. Maybe they were just friends with Epstein at some point. That seems to be the case for, like, Alan Dershowitz, who's really heavily involved in this thing. Yeah. I mean, he was even at the island, according to some of the victims or survivors, whatever you want to call them.
Right.
And they saw him on the island, but he claims that it was just business. And maybe it was. I don't know.
Yeah.
He seems pretty convincing
he was
in that he didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah.
And he was Jeffrey Epstein's lawyer, which... I mean, the guy's got to have representation, right? That's the American system, is what Dershowitz would tell you. And so, yeah, he represented him, but he didn't. I don't think he took advantage of the girls. But how do you differentiate between who did do that, who engaged in illegal activity, and who didn't? Unless he has a detailed list and was blackmailing people, and then you see all the evidence. But supposedly that wasn't the case.
Right.
Supposedly, he was not blackmailing people, but
I mean,
I don't know.
I find, strong arm people, maybe. I mean, I'm sure that was taking place, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if you call it blackmail, you call it whatever you want, but it was, he was definitely strong arming people.
Yeah, and he had a lot of dirt on people.
Yeah, a lot of information.
His brother claims that he's got dirt on Trump. I don't believe that, but
I don't either.
But he claims it. So
yeah, we'll have a clip later today of someone who says there's nothing on Trump, especially as it relates to Virginia. Giuffre, yeah.
Well, she said he didn't do anything wrong.
Right.
Correct.
Right.
She said it from her own mouth.
Have we heard from Summers? Has he commented? I mean, he might say, look, my wife and I were going through a tough time. And I don't know.
No, he just said that he's going to take a step back from public view.
that's all he said.
And concentrate on those that he's hurt. So it sounds like he's still teaching. He's still showing up to class.
Yeah, that's right.
I will say that when you Google Larry Summers Harvard, his contact phone number and email address pop up top of the search. I can only imagine what he's receiving right now.
Did you show up like that on Google?
That phone is inoperable. Oh, yeah. I mean,
man.
If you're a professor, right? I mean, you got your contact info there for students and stuff, yeah.
That's got to be fun.
I'm telling you, that phone number is just nonstop.
That phone's been disconnected.
Yes.
You would think.
Yeah, hopefully he's giving the students a new number.
Yeah. Right. Wow. So, do we have the House Epstein vote announcement? Are we there yet? Do we have
clip one? Yeah, go ahead.
All right.
Guess not.
Oh, maybe we
Perhaps
don't.
not. Oh. Perhaps we don't have.
We don't.
No, we don't. Okay. Well, that's fine.
I don't know what we have. We got the new gerbil. That's what we need.
We need a new something.
We have all the Saudi Arabia stuff. Okay, that was a big day yesterday too.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Yeah, we could definitely start there because I'm disturbed by it. I'm a little disturbed by the pomp and circumstance for the Saudi crown prince. Is that
for sure?
You know,
I didn't think it would bother me as much as it did.
Yeah. I guess this is what $1 trillion gets you.
Yeah.
Right?
Still got to be at that dump of a White House, though.
Yeah. It's embarrassing to have it in the background.
It sure is.
And this goes on and on. I don't know how much of this you want to play, but here it is. It's a nice shade of green. I mean, we could say that, right?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
There we go.
All right. There's the warm welcome. The red carpet laid out for him. He's got so many robes going on.
I know.
Can't keep them under control.
He's got to get those things wrapped right.
So here we go. So now he's getting a tour of the little walkway of presidents there.
Yeah.
Well, I spent a lot of time on the auto
Trump's
pen.
proud of that auto pen.
He loves it.
He loves that so much.
I mean, that's funny.
And of course, he gets to the Biden situation, and it's the auto pen.
Oh, it's awesome.
Hopefully he gets the joke. I don't know.
Trump's explaining the hell out of it to him right now.
Yep.
He's like, look, here's my picture here, and then my picture here. And in between, we had, it was the damnedest thing. You wouldn't believe it.
Do you remember him, Joe Biden? Guy that used to fist bump you?
He used to fist bump you, yeah.
Wow. So, there it is.
This is funny.
It's another league, Mr. President.
Is it? I don't like it.
And Trump doesn't give a fist pump. I grabbed that hand. I don't give a hell where that hand's been. I grabbed that hand.
See, everybody thought that was just so funny. La ha ha ha. I just,
You didn't appreciate it?
I didn't actually appreciate it.
Wow.
We're just being jokey with Mr. Saudi Arabia.
Right.
Ha 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 ha. I don't like it. I mean, we show the man respect. I'll give that needs to happen. That's fine. I can do that.
Yeah.
This ha 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 ha. But I guess I will say this: if the Crown P wants to drop $1 trillion in my lap, I will joke around with them as well.
Yeah.
Come to think of it, never mind.
You don't care where that hand's been.
I do not.
Right? You'll shake it.
Not.
You'll hold it.
Ah, man, there's no question.
Yeah, a lot of investments from Saudi Arabia were brought over yesterday for sure.
I mean, if he wants to drop a couple of bucks into my PayPal at Jeffy CTF, you and I are buds.
It's good that you have that kind of integrity.
Yeah.
Jeffy.
Well, yeah.
That's great. That works out really well.
I'll stand firm.
Yeah. So I don't know. Anybody else uncomfortable with it? Maybe it's just us. I don't know.
I mean, it's just.
But 18 of the hijackers came from Saudi Arabia. Now I know that wasn't supposedly government related, or was it?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
And he got.
I don't trust them.
And that
I'll
was
tell
one
you
of
that.
the questions. Yeah.
I was just going to say, I don't know if we have the video ready or not.
We don't.
But, okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
But this was definitely discussed yesterday, 9/11 and the hijackers, and a reporter asked about that.
And Khashoggi, right? Or whatever his name is.
Khashoggi.
Whatever. Khashoggi.
And so, what would you call him? The Royal P? What was it?
Yeah, the Royal P.
The Royal P of Saudi Arabia addressed all of that, and it did not sit well with Trump. And so he took it out on that ABC News reporter.
It's not his answer that didn't sit well. It was the question.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
It's how dare you ask the Saudi prince about anything negative?
Well, yeah.
I guess.
He
All right.
yeah.
You know, you don't want the state visit to go like that, I guess. So I can kind of see why he's pissed off. But if you have American reporters in there, they're going to ask him tough questions. Yeah, they're going to ask him questions. And so if you don't want that, don't have any press available. Don't bring them in. Right? It's not that hard, really. Because obviously they're going to ask the Saudi prince about things he doesn't want to
Trump
answer.
didn't say that's what bothered him.
No, but you could tell he was irritated.
Correct, yeah.
Oh, I thought he said, why did you ask that question?
I thought that was in reference to the Epstein question, but
okay.
yeah. Anyhow, but he did threaten ABC News or ABC's license, so we're doing that again.
He's making it really hard to support him right now. And I just got to tell you that makes it. He's making it really difficult. Yeah. This whole Saudi show experience, the Epstein file back and forth, flip flopping. The threatening of people to take away their broadcast license for questions you don't like, it's not right. It's not good. There's no way to support it. So stop doing it, please, by all that is holy. It just that makes it really tough. It really does.
Yes, it does.
I mean, he's playing right into the hands of the left, who call him a fascist all the time. Well, that is a fascist sort of antic to threaten people with their license because they asked you something you don't like. You can't do that as the American president. You can, but you're going to piss some of us off. I guess there'll be those who will just discount it. Just Trump being Trump. No, it's going too far. It really is. And so something has to give there. But he's going to keep doing the things he does, I guess.
I guess so.
Makes it really tough. But again, we don't have any of those videos.
Yeah, I mean there is
available.
There is the way Trump is handling foreign relations and trying to make friends, where in the past we haven't had any.
That's true.
And then there's the Democrats who are going a completely different route. You have to see this video of Democrat politicians that they made especially for those in the military and those in our intelligence services. And I will say this is jaw-dropping, man.
I'm Senator Alyssa Slotkin.
Senator Mark Kelly. Representative Chris Deluzio.
Congresswoman Maggie Goodlander.
Representative Chrissy Houlihan.
Congressman Jason Crow. I was a captain in the United States Navy.
Former CIA officer.
Former Navy. Former paratrooper and Army Ranger.
Former intelligence officer.
Former Air Force.
We want to speak directly to members of the military
And the intelligence community.
who take risks each day to keep Americans safe.
We know you are under enormous stress and pressure right now.
Americans trust their military.
But that trust is at risk. This administration is pitting our uniformed military
And intelligence community professionals.
against American citizens. Like us, you all swore an oath.
To protect and defend this Constitution.
Right now, the threats to our Constitution aren't just coming from abroad,
But from right here at home. Our laws are clear. You can refuse illegal orders.
You can refuse illegal orders.
you must refuse illegal orders.
No one has to carry out orders that violate the law.
Or our Constitution.
We know this is hard and that it's a difficult time to be a public servant.
But whether you're serving in the CIA,
In the Army,
Our Navy,
The Air Force.
your vigilance is critical.
and know
Space
that we
Force.
have your back.
Because now, more than ever,
The American people need you.
We need you to stand up for our laws.
our Constitution,
and who we are as Americans. Don't give up.
don't give up.
Don't give up.
Don't give up the ship.
Okay, what are they talking about? What illegal? illegal orders are they receiving right now?
I don't know.
What is the illegal order they're talking about?
I think the illegal order they're talking about is sedition. Quite frankly, on their part. I mean, this is absolutely undermining.
So what? They mentioned here at home, right? So, I mean, it's got to be what they think the military is doing to round up illegals, which...
Well, that's what they're alluding to.
Right? I guess
that's not illegal to round up illegal aliens. What are you talking about? They don't have... You can't deny that order. Sorry, I don't want to. I'm not going to. You're not going to follow the orders of the commander-in-chief when you're told to round up people who shouldn't be in our country to begin with? Okay. And that's what they're encouraging right there.
Yeah.
And you, I mean, this is the, oh my gosh.
I mean, this makes...
We do this every time. If the Republican Party, if they made a video like that while Barack Obama or Joe Biden were president.
Oh my God.
It would be sedition.
MSNBC would be airing, this would be the first half hour of their show today.
Yep.
These are criminals in our midst calling for insurrection against this government. Here we are.
Then they'd be right. Jeez. All right. Let me tell you about Chef IQ. You know, cooking Thanksgiving is high stakes. It feels like one dried out turkey can ruin everything. That's why I love my Chef IQ Sense. This wireless cooking thermometer takes all the guesswork out of holiday cooking. Every other day, too. But it's really great for the holidays. The USDA says turkey has to hit 165 degrees to be safe. And your eyes can deceive you, but Chef IQ ensures you hit that perfect temperature every single time. So whether you're roasting, grilling, pan-searing, even smoking the turkey, the Chef IQ has you covered. Couldn't be easier. You just insert the sensor. You tell the app what you're cooking, then you sit back and relax, and it'll alert you on your phone. Chef IQ Sense tells you when to flip it, when to take it off the heat, and even how long to let it rest. Basically, it's like having a personal chef watching the stove, so you can just hang out with your friends and family. No more oven peaking, no more dried out turkey, just perfectly cooked meals every time. And it works for steaks, chicken, fish, whatever you're cooking. You'll wonder how you ever cooked without it. Plus, it's the ultimate gift, perfect for seasoned cooks, kitchen rookies, and everybody in between. Right now, you'll get 30% off site-wide with the promo code PAT at chefiq.com. That's chefiq.com, promo code PAT.
Pat Gray Unleashed now continues.
All right. I guess we should go and finish up with the Epstein stuff, since that's probably the big thing we're waiting. We're waiting for the president to sign the bill into law, right? And then, bam, we're going to get all that information released. Here's the other thing I'm worried about, though. Are they going to redact all the names before they release it?
See, I don't know exactly.
Because then I'm going to be pissed.
Part of me feels like they've been redacting a lot of that for the last 8 years.
It does feel that way.
and then, oh, wait.
Now that it's imminent, they could just be taking out anything interesting.
Here it is. All right, we got it. You asked for it. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, it was declassified.
That wouldn't surprise me at all.
And there you go.
If it looked just like that.
Epstein files, all blacked out, yeah.
Or any interesting part where you get to you get the lead up and then it's all blacked out. I could see that happening.
Was it overtime yesterday where we played the Stacey Plaskett texting with Jeffrey Epstein himself during a hearing, a congressional hearing?
Yeah.
Well, that actually has started to make draw some interest there on Capitol Hill yesterday.
Really?
And Jamie Haskins actually rushed to defend Stacey Plaskett texting with Jeffrey Epstein.
Okay. Well, they want to give them another headline, which is that they've arraigned a Democratic member for taking a phone call from her constituent, Jeffrey Epstein, in the middle of a hearing. And of course, I don't think there's any rule here against taking phone calls in a hearing. Now, if you want to actually give her the chance to explain what happened, then we would take it to the Ethics Committee. I still don't see what the charge is. Where is the ethical transgression? Where is the legal transgression? Are you saying anybody on your side of the aisle who had a phone call with Jeffrey Epstein should be censured? Be careful your answer there, because there's a lot more that's about to come out, right? So you should think about what is the principle behind this rush to judgment. I want to close just with this thought, because I know there were a lot of people in the chamber who were here when this happened and a lot who weren't.
That is incredible.
Awesome. I mean, it was a phone call from a constituent.
Instructions.
Yeah, it was a constituent's phone call. Excuse me for talking to
I'm not supposed to take a constituent's phone call at a hearing?
So she did respond, actually. Yeah.
Plaskett responded?
Yeah.
And it went a little something
like this?
She responded really quietly, though. So it was very, very difficult to hear her and to see her. So
and I got a text from Jeffrey Epstein, who at the time
saw that.
was my constituent, who was not public knowledge at that time that he was under federal investigation.
But he had already been convicted.
Yeah. Everybody knew.
Who was sharing information with me. Now, I heard recently.
That's it.
So that's the big explanation.
Big deal. He's my constituent.
Okay.
I can't be rude and just ignore my constituents.
So is she she's from the Virgin Islands then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she's a delegate. She doesn't get to vote. She just gets to go up there and cause trouble.
Yeah. Like the Puerto Rican delegates. That's
a good gig.
That's a good gig. Yeah. Yeah.
No pressure.
You're right.
I'm just up here hanging out, making speeches.
Yeah.
That is incredible, the spin on that. They can spin absolutely anything.
I mean, kudos to Raskin. I mean, that's as good as you could do with that
it is.
Chicken you-know-what.
It really is. Yeah, he turned that into chicken soup, sort of.
For them.
Yeah, for them. I mean, it probably doesn't taste the best, that particular chicken soup with all that crap in it.
No doubt about it.
But you got to give him credit for an A for effort.
They're trying.
Look, she's talking to one of her constituents. Who among us hasn't fielded a phone call from a constituent in the middle of a hearing?
Be careful of your answer. There's more coming out.
And that part is absolutely accurate.
Yeah.
Because who knows who's on that list? And who knows why they're on the list. But anybody who's on the list is automatically going to be tainted in some way. So that part of it really does suck. And that part you can understand from what's-his-face.
Yeah, that's what was
Clay
saying.
Higgins,
Clay Higgins
voted against it. Because, they haven't been convicted of anything. In fact, they haven't really even been accused of anything, but they're about to be.
For sure.
For some of the names that we haven't heard yet, when they start coming out, just because they talked to Jeffrey Epstein or Epstein had their phone number for some reason, we're not going to know the difference there. We're not going to know if they were on the island, if they were involved with the girls, or if they were just talking to him because he's a constituent.
Yeah. Or it was a fundraiser thing.
Right.
You know, where that first round, even way before the redacted folder that Keith received, lucky him, the first round when they had the Rolodex numbers and all the names in it, most of those people on that list, whether it's true or not, but they all were like, yeah, he was talking to me about fundraising and talking about this. And it made sense that he would have them in his Rolodex.
Well, he was a billionaire, so obviously he's been in touch with these representatives. A lot of them, you know, and yes, a lot of them have received money from him for their campaigns and whatever. So, there's going to be a lot of guilt by association. That's for sure. And I don't know that we strongly considered that as we were demanding that all these things be released. And I don't know that we care, even now. We just want them to be released.
Anyone cares.
Yeah, it's
except for Clay Higgins.
Yeah. 427 to 1. When have you ever seen a vote like that in the House? That's pretty incredible.
And the Senate was unanimous?
Senate unanimous. Yeah, I don't know if everybody was there. I think it was it 99 to nothing? Might have even been 100 to nothing. But, sometimes they're not there. So I don't know that it was 100 senators.
Right.
Does it say? Are you looking?
Yeah, I'm looking here. I don't know if it was a voice vote or if it was recorded.
Yeah, because I've
never
saw the actual
I've not seen a number anywhere.
Yeah.
It just says
It's
unanimously.
Weird. All right, 888-900-3393. Pat Unleashed on Twitter. We'll chew the fat with Jeffy next.
This is Pat Gray Unleashed.
Got some tweets here. Chuck Shazam Bartowski, Texas, 107-degree high with an 87% chance of chemtrails. Yeah. Sounds about right. Yep. Starving thought criminal. I'm just glad that the internet works today. Did somebody take off the gas cap and screw it back on again?
Or a fish wrapper. I think I had a fish wrapper out in my car yesterday, I'll tell you that. It was fun.
Really?
Oh, driving down, going home on our interstate freeway, doing 70, and then everything went out.
What? Why?
Out.
Really?
There's no, we'll just coast over here to the exit.
It just shut it off?
Just everything shut off.
Do you know what it was yet?
No, I do not. No, I do not.
Could you call AAA or somebody?
I could have. I could have after I called the wife to come and get me, and then I tried to start it, and it started up again.
Oh, wow.
And I was like,
that's
okay,
weird.
well, I'm going to try to make it home.
So
and
you just ignored it?
And I did.
Okay. And then you took care of it, right? By taking it into the shop.
This is what I did, Pat.
Yeah.
I went home, and I opened up the hood, and I went, everything looks good to me. And that's darn near the truth.
Yeah. That's what would have happened at my house, too. So it drove back in this morning, or did you take a different?
I may have taken another vehicle this morning just to be safe.
Do you want me to bring a code reader for you?
No,
Oh, gee, I'm sorry for offering to help. Holy crap. Never mind.
Yeah, that was bad, Keith. I don't even know where you were coming from on that.
I'm not going to make that mistake again. Please continue, Pat.
We got this from Swamp Pirate. How many of the elites on the Epstein list will actually be held accountable? Well, we've already counted that number.
Yes, we have.
Carry the one. None. Zero.
Right.
All right. Hey, also, we've got Scott Jennings coming up in about an hour. He's got a new book, and it's The Revolution of Common Sense.
I believe it's out today, as a matter of fact.
I believe it is.
It hits the shelves today.
It's Wednesday, so it was probably yesterday, because I think books are always released on Tuesday for some reason.
Okay.
But anyway, it's out now. Right? And we'll be talking to him about that and what it's like to be at CNN as a conservative. Pretty weird. That's got to be tough. That's a tough gig. In the meantime, let's check the fat, actually chewing the fat with Jeff Fisher.
Awesome. Oh, we do have an open. I was hoping for you on the country version.
It's that time of the week when Jeff Fisher wants to speak. So let's take his plate away and close down the buffet. He's got a mouth full of stories, jaw working overtime.
Yeah.
Chewing the fat, Jeff is a hill we all gotta climb.
What a great song. What a great song. Say, we told you about the golden toilet that was going up for auction, the 223-pound toilet dubbed America by its maker, the artist Maurizio Catalan. It is entirely made up of 18-karat gold, and it had a starting bid of $10 million. And now it was sold yesterday at Sotheby's in New York. They actually hooked it up and had it working there at Sotheby's. They didn't allow anyone to use it, though, while it was on display. But they did install it. It sold for $12.1 million.
Wow.
So it's a little bit more than what gold is worth, I guess. But
not a lot, though.
Not a lot. And I just remember it's from the guy. It always kind of irks me. It's from the guy that created the duct tape banana, the one that he called the comedian.
Right.
Yeah. And I mean, he made $6 million on that thing.
I know.
It's unbelievable. And they had to replace the banana. He goes, well, of course you had to replace the banana. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. And now I will say he did make 2 gold toilets as well, and one of them was stolen, and they never and it never was recovered.
When you see the banana duct taped to a wall and the price tag of $6 million on it, don't you think to yourself, yeah, I really like that. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get some duct tape and buy a 30-cent banana at the store, and I'm going to duct tape it to the wall.
But that probably will get moldy, or someone will eat it.
So will that one.
And exactly what happened.
Yeah, right. And they had to replace it anyway.
Insane.
Bizarre. Really bizarre.
Really insane. And I don't know. They didn't say it was an undisclosed buyer who bought the golden toilet for $12.1 million.
Okay.
So
was the undisclosed buyer named Donald J. Trump?
I don't know that.
Doesn't that seem like he
would not surprise
me? Natural for him.
Absolutely be a natural for him. Americans soon may have to say goodbye or arrivederci to their favorite Italian pasta. New tariffs threaten to price them out, and I do not like this at all. In September, the U.S. Commerce Department proposed a 91.74% anti-dumping duty on 13 Italian pasta makers.
Did you say dumping duty?
Yes, that's exactly what they said. And this dumping marks an unprecedented escalation. So that the total tariffs to Italian pasta would be 107%.
Wow.
When combined with the existing 15% EU import duty. So, I mean, America imports more pasta from Italy than any other country. You see the chart here? I mean, by far.
Oh, wow.
Italy is by far the number one country we get our pasta from.
And you get pasta from South Korea?
Yes.
Canada.
And Canada? What?
Canada pasta, man. You can't beat that.
You cannot. You cannot. The maple syrup flavor.
Thank you.
Oh, it's delicious.
Now, we don't get a final decision until January because the deadline, and that could be extended too. It could be a bargaining chip, with the way Trump does his tariff bargaining, no problem. But I did see that, the average retail prices for ground beef coffee rose 40% last year, or ground roast coffee, ground beef was up 11.5%, bananas up 8.6%. Yeah, they're not 30 cents any longer. Okay?
Now they're 33 cents.
Yeah, so there.
Okay, wow.
And the Trump administration moved to lower tariffs on beef and coffee and bananas and a dozen other agricultural food goods. And economists say we need to, the import duties will help reduce prices, but the extent of the impact depends on the number of included countries. Now, the head of Omaha Steaks was on with Maria Bartiromo last week, and he's talking about $10 a pound ground beef in his interview. Well, then Maria had Scott Bessent on, our man Scott Bessent, Treasury Secretary, acting IRS Commissioner on.
Okay.
And he made a claim, though, in this interview, and then they were talking about that. But one of the things that he made a claim in this interview, they were talking about the price increases, and I had never heard this claim before. I hope we have this video. If we don't have the video, then I will just tell you what he said. Okay, we do have it.
All right.
I'll calm down.
All right.
That
would be nice.
Screamed at in my ear. We have it.
All right. Well, let's play it then. If we have it, go ahead and play it.
That's what I'm saying.
Kick it one
So
time.
you're saying you want to hear the video?
No,
yeah.
We don't have it.
We don't have the video. So somebody's screaming we do have it when we don't have it.
I guess, or I heard them wrong.
Day's
Whatever.
gone really well
fault.
so far.
It's
This
my
has gone.
fault.
Yeah. Okay.
What did the
I'm sorry. My fault.
Treasury Secretary
say? He talked about how we've talked about how they have screwworm in
South
Mexico,
America,
in South
worked
America.
its way north, yeah.
Correct. And we're fighting. We're busy kind of combating that right now. But he mentioned that the screwworm disease in our cattle were brought here when migrants crossed the border.
That's what I figured.
Migrants were crossing the border with their cattle.
Oh, whoa, hold on.
And I was like,
I
was like, wait,
that
what?
I have not seen.
Hold on.
I mean,
I was like, Scott,
I
don't know that.
Seen a lot with the immigration
We have.
thing.
Yeah,
I have
I've
not
never
seen
We have. We've seen them
a
around.
cattle
We've
drive
seen them
across the
rode up
border.
for thousands of miles.
Yeah.
I have not seen anyone bringing their cattle with them. I'm sorry, no.
No.
Now maybe he misspoke. I get it. Maybe
They're coming here with their cows.
That's what he said.
right.
That's what he said. And I was like, Scott, bro. Come on now.
Come on now.
We've all seen hundreds, if not thousands, of pictures of these border crossers. And if you're sneaking across the border, I have not seen any infrared images of the migrants with their cattle.
I feel like the lowing cow would give your position away to the Border Patrol agents.
Wow.
But hey, they're working to lower inflation, and He says that we're going to lower inflation by economic growth. So, yay, let's get to it.
Good.
Let's get to it. I don't know. I mean, the migrant cattle crossers I had not heard about. In NBA news, not about gambling this time, or at least I don't think so. I'm not sure what happened, but ESPN is making changes to the Stephen A. Smith on-air duties. They announced this week that the new look NBA countdown team is going to debut tonight without Stephen A. Smith in the lineup. They're going to have Malika Andrews along with ESPN writer Brian Windhorst, NBA champion head coach Michael Malone, and Kendrick Perkins, NBA champ. And Shams Charania he's an NBA insider, will make appearances on the show as well. But the new look on the pregame will lead in pregame and halftime coverage for NBA on ESPN, but no Stephen A. Smith. I'm not sure what happened there. But, he may be relieved. He may be relieved that he doesn't have to be part of it, but we'll see. And that's very possible.
Interesting.
Yeah, it very much is. In NFL news also, we got the NFL's Thanksgiving Day games and who's going to be performing at the halftime show for the NFL Thanksgiving. It's great. So we have Jack White, Post Malone, and Lil Jon performing at the 3 games on Thanksgiving. You got White performing at the Lions game as they take on the Green Bay Packers on Fox. Then you have the Post Malone is going to take the stage during the halftime show of the Cowboys-Kansas City Chiefs game on CBS in the afternoon. And then Lil Jon will perform at the Baltimore Ravens-Cincinnati Bengals game on NBC Thanksgiving night. So that's great.
Very excited about it.
Very, very excited. They did mention Eminem entering a multi-year partnership with the Lions to executive produce the football team's Thanksgiving halftime show for the next couple of years. I mean, okay. And then, of course, we still have Jay-Z and Rock Nation who produced the Super Bowl halftime show. Maybe one of the reasons we're getting Bad Bunny. Just a thought. Be sure to subscribe to Pat Gray Blaze TV. Blaze TV. Become a subscriber to Blaze TV, and if you use BlazeTV.com/Pat, you'll get $20 off an annual subscription right now. BlazeTV.com/Pat.
Yep, $20 off, $8 a month. It's a really good deal. You can join us that way. When Mary said, "Let it be done according to your word," when she was told that she was about to become pregnant, she didn't know what her future would look like. She only knew that saying yes to life, yes to God's plan, would come with some uncertainty, risk, and sacrifice. And through that example, that simple act of courage, she brought the Savior of the world into being. Today, countless mothers face their own version of that moment. They sit in a clinic looking at an ultrasound for the first time, frightened and unsure of what to do next. Their own moment to say yes could slip away, but that's where you can make the difference. Through the generosity of people like you, the Preborn Network of Clinics provides free ultrasounds. It's $28 to do that. So they provide the ultrasounds, maternity care, diapers, baby clothes, counseling, a lot more. After the birth, they stay with the mother and their baby for up to the next 2 years, helping her out and getting her through that time period. This holiday season, don't let another life be lost. Be the hope for hurting mothers and at-risk babies. Just say yes to life today. To donate, dial pound 250, say the keyword baby. That's pound 250, keyword baby. Or go to preborn.com/Pat. That's preborn.com/Pat. Every gift is tax deductible and impacts eternity.
This is Pat Gray Unleashed.
It is Pat Gray Unleashed. And if we're going to continue on here, we can talk about the college football playoff rankings if you'd like.
If you want to piss me off even further, go ahead. Go ahead.
So they released them last night.
Yeah, they did.
And
of course, they didn't pleasantly surprise us.
First team out, BYU.
Yeah.
BYU is ranked 11th in the college football playoff rankings. Now, we talked yesterday that it had to be in the top 10 if they're going to be in the playoffs, right? If you're going to get in the bracket, you got to be in the top 10.
Yep.
And it's surprising to me, however, though, that 3 of those teams ahead of BYU, Alabama, Notre Dame, Oklahoma.
Right.
I'm trying to remember. They have 2 losses.
Correct.
How many losses do BYU have?
1. They have 1.
Huh. That seems almost like a better record to me. I'm not a professional record keeper, but that seems like a better record.
You can even do that math.
I can.
That's really good.
I can.
That's
yeah,
really good.
I can.
You know, they supposedly use this strength of
schedule
record and strength of schedule, both of those metrics, right? So BYU has a better strength of record than Oklahoma, Alabama, Oregon, and Notre Dame. And by the way, less losses than any of those teams. Well, except Oregon. I think Oregon's only got one loss.
Yeah.
But they also have a better strength of schedule than Oregon and Notre Dame, and yet they're 11th behind all those teams.
I don't understand.
Drives
that
me
at
out
all.
of my mind.
And then when you look at the bracket, because they're not in the top 10, they're on the out.
Yeah, they're not in.
They're on the out.
Yeah,
they're not in the playoffs.
Now they can remedy that by winning the last 2 and the Big 12 championship.
Got to win out.
Just have to keep winning.
Got to win out.
And they will be in it.
Because that's what they're predicting, right? Texas Tech will win the Big 12.
Yes.
And that's what they're in.
And
I don't know why we have Tulane in there, man.
Tulane! Because they're the group of 5.
Right. They're in the group of 5.
Yeah.
And they're not that good.
No, they're not.
I mean, I don't know where we're getting. Well, let's pick Tulane. Oh, okay.
Well, they're the highest rated group of 5 teams.
I know.
So you got to include one of them. And that's what they're doing.
I'll tell you what. If you think Tulane is going to be able to, they're barely going to be able to take the same field as Texas Tech. If you go by this bracket,
Texas Tech
that would be their first game.
Destroy them.
Destroy them. Be ugly.
Yeah,
be ugly.
Tulane, by the way, quarterbacked by ex-BYU quarterback Jake Retzlaff.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. He went to Tulane. That's right. Because I watched them play. I forget.
You watched Tulane play?
Yeah, I forget who they were playing, but I did end up watching.
He's had a couple of really good games.
Yes, he has
this year.
Yeah, they were good. They were good the night that I watched them.
Yeah,
but they're not Texas Tech.
No, they're not. No,
and they most definitely
not
aren't.
Many teams are Texas Tech.
Right, and
those guys are tough.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. Only
Weird.
Texas Tech is Texas Tech. Come to think of it. So, yeah, if you were thinking other teams like Alabama, is Texas Tech? No, they're not. They're not.
I will say it's very, I'm very disappointing.
It is.
For the rankings like that, for them to come out like that and then just be on the out. And I know that's what we talked about.
Yeah.
I get it. That you got to be in the top 10, but it's embarrassing and it's actually maddening that BYU is not in the top 10.
But by their own metrics.
Yeah.
They should easily be in the top 10.
Be?
Yeah, I don't know.
What else could it be?
Isn't that an interesting question?
It is interesting. Think of it. Just to ponder.
I can't come up with a single thing right off the top of my head. More coming up.
Pat Gray Unleashed.
Pat Gray is here on the Blaze Radio Network.
Scott Jennings from CNN coming up in about half an hour or so. Talk to him about his new book, about what it's like at CNN behind the scenes. It's got to be tough. It's got to be frustrating. Maybe it's fun. I don't know.
Might be fun.
Maybe
Some people thrive off that stuff.
Yeah, they do. Yeah. There's somebody in the Oval Office who seems to thrive off of that.
That's for sure.
Mm-hmm. Who enjoys the back and forth, the give and take. More the give than the take, but still. So yesterday, the House voted 427-1 to release the Epstein files, and in the Senate, they voted unanimously. So I don't know if all 100 were there, but whoever was there voted to release the Epstein files. And here's what President Trump had to say after those votes.
The Epstein files. And what the Epstein is a Democrat hoax to try and get me not to be able to talk about the $21 trillion that I talked about today. It's a hoax. Now, I just got a little report, and I put it in my pocket, of all the money that he's given to Democrats. He gave me none, zero, no money to me, but he gave money to Democrats. And people are wise to your hoax. And ABC's, your company, your crappy company, is one of the the perpetrators. And I'll tell you something.
So why not just sign it out?
I think the license should be taken away from ABC.
No, honey, no.
Because your news is so fake and it's so wrong. And we have a great commissioner, the chairman, who should look at that. Because I think when you come in and when you're 97% negative to Trump and then Trump wins the election in a landslide, that means obviously your news is not credible. And you're not credible as a reporter. So I've answered your question. You should go and look at the Democrats who received money from Epstein, who spent their time. Larry Summers was with him all the time. That creep, the fund guy, was with him all the time. What's his name? Reid Hoffman. I don't know Reid Hoffman, but I know he spends a lot of money on the radical left. Reid Hoffman, in my opinion, should be under investigation. He's a sleazebag. And those are the people, but they don't get any press, they don't get any news, and you're not after the radical left because you're a radical left network. But I think the way you ask a question with the anger and the meanness is terrible. You ought to go back and learn how to be a reporter. No more questions from you. Who else has a question?
Wow is right. That's way too far. I mean, you talk about the meanness of the question. How about the meanness of the answer? And you took it to another level when you threatened their license. Right. Are they 97 or 98% negative on Trump? Yeah, probably. But they can do that. You can't threaten their license because of it. I really wish you'd stop doing this stuff.
I know.
Please. You're making it really difficult.
And the other night, when he was on Air Force One, when he called the Bloomberg reporter.
That was bad, too.
I think
that was nasty.
Cut 36. I mean, he didn't threaten any Bloomberg license, but, just called her out as being the worst.
Yeah.
Well, I found him to be good. I mean, he said good things about me over the years. I think he's good. We've had some good interviews. I did an interview with him. We had 300 million hits. You know that.
He's talking about
look, Tucker. I can't tell him. Will you let me finish my statement? You are the worst. You're with Bloomberg, right? You are the worst. I don't know why they even have you. We've had some great interviews with Tucker Carlson, but you can't tell him who to interview.
Oh, I was going to play Piggy first. Yeah, this was off the plane. And then on the plane, he called, I think it was the same person, right? I'm not.
Is it the Bloomberg reporter?
I'm not sure, but I think it is.
All right.
21.
Sir, is there something incriminating in the file, Venezuela, sir?
Oh, my. Oh. Okay. Oh, golly. Quiet Piggy.
Quiet Piggy.
I'm surprised because that was a few days ago. Yeah. I'm surprised we haven't heard more about that.
I know.
Yeah.
They kind of let that go.
Quiet Piggy.
Quiet.
Dude, we got to start using that.
He points at her.
Can we start?
Quiet.
Can we start using that in this room?
Quiet Piggy.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
No, we can't. This is not a unanimous vote on that.
Can we please go back to the Oval Office? Because I believe that the clip that we just played, where he goes off on the ABC News reporter, was prefaced by the exchange that happened just before that. When the ABC News reporter was talking to the Crown Prince. Clip 12.
9/11 families are furious that you are here in the Oval Office. Why should Americans trust
Who are you with?
And the same to you, Mr. President.
Now, who are you with?
I'm with ABC News, sir.
You're with who?
ABC News, sir.
Fake news. ABC fake news. One of the worst in the business. But I'll answer your question. I have nothing to do with the family business. I have left, and when I've devoted 100% of my energy. What my family does is fine. They do business all over. They've done very little with Saudi Arabia, actually. I'm sure they could do a lot. And anything they've done has been very good. That's what we've done. We've built a tremendous business for a long time. I've been very successful. I decided to leave that success behind and make America very successful. Mm-hmm. And I've made America more successful by far than it ever was, and that it ever could have been, no matter who was president. There would be nobody bringing in $21 trillion, that I can tell you right now. As far as this gentleman is concerned, he's done a phenomenal job. You're mentioning somebody that was extremely controversial. A lot of people didn't like that gentleman that you're talking about. Whether you like him or didn't like him, things happen. but he knew nothing about it, and we can leave it at that. You don't have to embarrass our guest by asking a question like that.
Just you ask, Mr. President, allow me to answer. I feel painful about, the families of 9/11 in America, but, we have to focus on reality. Based on CIA documents and based on a lot of documents that Osama bin Laden used Saudi people in that event for one main purpose, is to destroy this relation, to destroy the American-Saudi relation. That's the purpose of 9/11. So whoever buying that means they are helping Osama bin Laden's purpose of destroying this relation. He knows that strong relation between America and Saudi Arabia, it's bad for extremism, it's bad for terrorism.
Right.
And we have to approve him wrong and to build our relation, continue developing our relation. It's critical in the safety of the world. It's critical against extremism and terrorism. About the journalists, it's really painful to hear, anyone that been losing his life for, no real purpose or nothing illegal way, and it's been painful for us in Saudi Arabia. We've did all the right steps of
it's incredible
investigation, etc. in Saudi Arabia, and we've improved our system to be sure that nothing happened like that, and it's painful and it's a huge mistake, and we are doing our best that this doesn't happen again.
Okay, they're talking about Jamal Khashoggi, the journalist Jamal Khashoggi, who was brutally tortured and killed. And almost everybody believes, and maybe they're wrong, that he ordered it. That the Saudi prince is responsible for it.
I mean, if he did order it, he would have told us right there.
Yeah, he would have told. You're right.
So that
you're right, because he was asked the question. So.
That preceded the ABC News FCC response from Donald Trump.
Okay, so he was already in a bad mood.
Right. Did I catch the Crown Prince saying, look, I mean, 9/11, boy, that really sucked, am I right? And especially for the families of the victims.
Yeah.
But
that was about
come on, bro.
Souring the relationship between us?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they picked Saudis on purpose to sour the relationship.
It's interesting.
Well, it worked.
It did.
It worked on me. So he accomplished that. I've held that a little bit against them since. So maybe that's on me. Okay, that's on me. I'm sure the Saudis are pure as the driven snow.
Absolutely, especially now.
You're right. So wow, I mean they've worked really hard to improve their image.
Yes, they have.
They've bought virtually every sports group on the planet.
This particular guy has
soccer itself. They bought golf itself,
which is why Ronaldo was at the dinner last night.
Yeah, and speaking of that dinner last night, we have another clip, clip 14. All of the friendliness seems to have paid off for Saudi Arabia, based on something that Trump announced last night.
Okay.
So that's why tonight I'm pleased to announce that we're taking our military cooperation to even greater heights by formally designating Saudi Arabia as a major non-NATO ally, which is something that is very important to them. And I'm just telling you now for the first time, because I wanted to keep a little secret for tonight. I just heard him say, "Oh, that's nice. That's another point you won today." And signing a historic strategic defense agreement, which we just signed a little while ago. So congratulations.
Good. Yeah. You know what? Let's give them not just the F-35s, but let's pledge the F-47s to them as well. When those start rolling off the assembly line, the first ones go to you guys. How about that? That's a little secret I've been keeping for you. A little
secret. I'm a little surprise tonight.
You get the 6th generation fighter before we do.
Ta-da!
Okay, he did not make that announcement, fortunately. But
I will say, if you bring up the picture of Trump again, just the photo of him making his little speech there last night at the dinner, standing at the podium. Boy, he looks cramped. No wonder we need a ballroom. Look at how he looks so small and
it does.
And ties cramped up there behind that podium. We need a ballroom
hardly any
desperately.
Room. I know, no room there.
I know.
So yeah, it's understandable why we need another 90,000 square feet.
Thank you.
So,
Thank you.
I really don't have a problem with that. Go ahead and build the ballroom.
Did you see? I don't know if we have the video, but Elon was there last night too.
I saw that. That was interesting.
They were there, glad handing each other, happy with the Saudi P. And,
I think they made nice. And, have we done this? This is the first one he's done this term. right? This is the first big state dinner he's done for anybody. I mean, Britain's been here. Israel's been here. A lot of our close allies, our NATO allies have been here. We haven't done this for them.
Well, I don't know. I think we have done a couple of dinners, but
don't think so.
We definitely haven't.
Not an
with
official
all the
state
pomp and
dinner.
circumstances.
Yeah,
with the horses and the whole
the
thing.
marching band, the pomp and circumstance of every moment. Wow, it's been something else.
Yeah.
So congratulations, Saudi Arabia.
Again, though, if you want me to ride by on a horse for $1 trillion, you got it. I'm here for you, P.
Wow, that's really generous of you.
Yeah.
You'll put your differences aside.
I will.
For that.
I will. Yeah.
They have done some amazing things in Saudi Arabia. They're trying to build. I think aren't they building the largest building in the world right now? They're trying to beat the Burj Dubai by I don't know several hundred feet.
A lot.
I think
it was a lot.
Yeah, it's close to 3,000 feet. The one they're building in Riyadh, and then there's that. The line production that takes up the whole Saudi desert.
I think we might have toned that back a little.
I just read, and I don't know if it's factual, but I just read it's gone from about 107 miles to 2 miles. That's a little downgrade. They just decided, okay, maybe that's a little grandiose and we can't do it. Let's do 2 miles.
They were talking about how much the cost overruns were costing, and I thought
a lot.
When the Saudi Grand Poobah Prince says, maybe we're spending a little bit too much money on this thing, that's a
expensive.
problem.
Yeah, because the initial estimates were something like 75 to 100 trillion. What I've heard since is that it's a 75-year project and more like $250 billion to build that thing.
I don't remember
you need a lot of oil for that. A lot of oil.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think they're going to scale it
and
back.
you're going to need to have some fighter jets to protect it.
Well, thankfully, that's where the F-35s come in. Yeah, that's great. There's some really interesting engineering problems with that building, though, that I don't know if they fully considered. And, the outside is basically a mirror, the outside of the line. And so can you imagine when it's 110 degrees and it's shining off of that mirror?
Don't sneak up on that bad boy.
It's going to incinerate anything that comes near it on the outside.
Wow.
Just incinerate it. I mean, it's going to be... a lot of birds are going to be dead there. So,
are there a lot of birds flying around the country?
Yeah, I don't know. That's a really good question.
Well, there will be.
They'll
show up once the line is built. You build it, they will come.
I see.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've heard that somewhere.
Yeah.
Where have I heard that?
I think it was the Saudi prince.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
I think it was the Saudi prince that said that. All right, 888-900-3393. Pat Unleashed on Twitter. Let me tell you about Kexi Cookies. The gingerbread Christmas box is officially ready to pre-order right now. And you want to do that just to make sure you get one because these sell out really fast. This year's box includes 12 holiday flavors plus 4 limited edition collectible Christmas cards. And yeah, again, it really does sell out fast. So if you want one, now's the time to order it. Black Friday is next week. And our email subscribers get access to our biggest deals of the entire year. So you want to sign up for that so you don't miss anything. Bruin Girl said this about our cookies. These are the most delicious cookies I've ever tasted, and the quality is unrivaled. They can't even be called cookies. They're so thick and loaded with chips or filling. The mummy cookie was rich, chocolatey heaven, and the pumpkin was perfect for fall. I'll definitely be ordering again. Good time to do that.
No doubt about it.
And get the Christmas box. It's Kexi.com, Kexi, Kexi.com.
Subscribe today. BlazeTV.com/Pat. Pat Gray Unleashed returns after this.
Great to have you with us. We're going to talk to Scott Jennings in just a few minutes. Coming right up. He's got a new book, A Revolution of Common Sense, How Donald Trump Stormed Washington and Fought for Western Civilization. Okay. We'll get into that with him coming up in a few minutes and see what it's like behind the scenes, hopefully, at CNN, because I'm sure it's wonderful.
I'm fascinated.
Happy family.
Yeah, I'm fascinated to know the inner workings of he and Abby.
Yeah, me too.
And just Then what happens there?
Yeah. Should be fun. Let's go to Brian in North Carolina. Hey, Brian, you're on the Blaze.
So I have a list of a few things I wrote down when I used to listen to the campaign, which was kind of redundant. You would say a lot of the same things, every one. But I wrote down election integrity, same-day ID, paper ballots, which is wonderful. And I think he's going to be able to do that. But these things need to be codified.
Yeah.
Or codified, whichever. Energy independence. Oil's going down. I hope it reflects the gas going down more than it is. The budget accountability. I've got that listed as a fail so far. The Musk, the high hopes.
Many people need to let that budget thing go.
Yeah, it's not working out. You're right. It's not working out so far, as far as the budget is concerned.
He was big on the vax and the health and RFK, and I'm saying that's a plus. That's okay. The end the Ukraine war, don't know. I would say not yet, maybe never. Deport illegals. Good, but I think
we're doing that.
Again, that things need to be codified.
Yeah.
I like the 100 million new agents coming next year, whatever.
I think it's just shy of 100 million. It's just shy of 100 million.
Yeah.
I don't want to overstate it.
Yeah, it's about 90 million.
I don't know the exact number, but it's not 100
million. No,
we know that.
Yeah. So, do you think you're approving of his job performance thus far?
Well, I'd say because he doesn't have his appointments. He's got the main directors. He doesn't have deputy directors. And they slow walk it. They didn't go to recess and let him put all his people in. He doesn't have his people in. And people, I don't think, understand that. He's still running at half staff, if that.
Yeah. I don't know. Appreciate it. Thanks, Brian. I think he's gotten quite a few, and you're right. He's got the directors. I don't know how many of the deputy directors
Pat,
appointed yet.
How many deputy directors do you need to run a successful government?
1,200. Yeah,
so
I need 1,200.
Like 2.
Yeah. Okay, there you go. There you go. So
you can't run. The government is run by deputy directors, not by directors.
That's right.
Can you guys?
That's right.
Chill in the other room.
You're right. When you're right, you're right. Okay, we've got something interesting from Nicki Minaj here. This kind of surprises me. Has Nicki Minaj always been a Trump supporter? Always said nice things about Trump?
I don't know. I think that this is just the Nigerian genocide against Christians there.
Yeah. So she's got a message to President Trump on Nigeria.
I would like to thank President Trump for prioritizing this issue and for his leadership on the global stage in calling for urgent action to defend Christians in Nigeria, to combat extremism, and to bring a stop to violence against those who simply want to exercise their natural right to freedom of religion or belief.
Okay. And she talked about the violence against the Nigerian Christians.
Growing problem in Nigeria, but also in so many other countries across the world, and it demands urgent action. And I want to be clear. Protecting Christians in Nigeria is not about taking sides or dividing people. It is about uniting humanity. Nigeria is a beautiful nation with deep faith traditions and lots of beautiful barbs that I can't wait to see. When one's church, mosque, or place of worship is destroyed, everyone's heart should break just a little bit. And the foundation of the United Nations, with its core mandate to ensure peace and security, should shake. I am joined here today by peace builders, by faith leaders, by those who saw violence, saw rising intolerance, saw the threats clearly before us, and chose not to look the other way. I am inspired by their work to build interfaith ties, to see the humanity across the lines which might divide us, and to fight for security and liberty for all those who pray. I look forward to our discussion today, and I hope it will encourage deepened solidarity for us to urgently work together to ensure every person can enjoy the right to believe, to worship, and to live in peace.
Did it? No.
No. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes, that's it.
I mean, what she's saying is great. They've got her stuff over some corner on floor 3. It didn't look like anyone was there.
Yeah. Probably wasn't anybody there. Nobody cares about this.
Nope.
No, at the UN.
It was a small room, for sure. I did see the group that was assembled.
Larger picture, yeah.
Yeah, but not that much.
If this was the Palestinians, they would have jam-packed the place.
Oh, it would have been the centerpiece
yeah,
in the
we
big
would
hall
have moved it up.
there.
Yeah.
Yep.
But God bless her. I mean,
that's great.
No kidding.
I'm just wondering how she got involved in this.
She just chose not to look away, Pat. She
great.
just told you that.
I mean, that's really good. It seems like everybody else is looking away.
I know.
Why did she choose to look at it? That's interesting.
That is absolutely.
I thought, okay, is she from Nigeria? No, she's from Trinidad. So it's not that. She just cares about Christians in Nigeria.
She cares, yeah.
That's really cool.
On my X page, I just recorded a conversation I'll post either today or tomorrow with Larry Taunton, who has been very closely involved with what's been going on there and the absolute horrific crimes against humanity. But shame on me. I'm sorry. I didn't realize that this has been going on for a quarter century. That this is something that has been happening since the year 2000.
Jeez.
And the way they systematically target these villages and take these children out of poverty and turn them into informants and scouts doing these liaisons. And they're trying to figure out where all of the important people are to go kill them. It is absolutely horrific what Islam does to the rest of the world.
Sure is. Really is. All right.
Pray for those.
Good news is that they're here in the United States now.
Holding office?
In great masses,
Holding
which is wonderful.
Too.
Yeah, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right.
Cool.
It was great. Some great peace parades in Dearborn yesterday.
Oh, my goodness.
Jeez.
Wonderful.
Council
it was a good time. Good time in Dearborn yesterday.
We're going to talk to Scott Jennings of CNN next.
This is Pat Gray Unleashed.
Triple 8-900-3393. Pat Unleashed on Twitter. This is fun. We got Scott Jennings from CNN joining us. He just wrote a new book called A Revolution of Common Sense, How Donald Trump Stormed Washington and Fought for Western Civilization. Looks a lot like that you see on the screen right now. Scott, welcome. Thanks for coming on.
Hey, thanks for having me. Big honor.
We see you, of course, all the time. The clips mostly, because we're not big CNN viewers. But we always wondered how it is getting along with all of the fun people at CNN. That's got to be just a joy every day in your life, isn't it?
You know, it's some are my friends, and some probably aren't as fond of me. But I will say this: what we're doing on that 10 o'clock debating show, it's a good thing. I mean, they're giving CNN is giving a chance for a conservative to come on there and lay out what half, or more than half, or 90% of the country thinks about some of these issues.
For sure.
And a lot of cable won't do that, and so I think they deserve some credit for trying.
How does that work? Right. How does that work out? Are you and Abby? Do you both drive the ship for that show, or do you just sit back and say, "No, Abby, do what you need to do. I'll be here for you."
Yeah, she's very much the host of the show. She's our captain. She makes all the decisions, and I show up, and I don't have a teleprompter. I don't have a script. I really just show up, and I react to what happens in the moment, and I try to inject a little common sense into the conversation.
That's awesome.
And it's desperately needed. She was on, Abby Phillip was on a show last week, somebody's podcast. Oh, Joy Reid's podcast. Right, that's where Joy is now. And she was talking about how, she debunks all of these silly things that some people believe, and she thinks it's her responsibility because some people have never even been subjected to truth.
Right.
And we thought, Scott Jennings is there telling you the truth every single day. So what kind of insulated world do you live in where you think that your truth is the only truth? Is it difficult to work with that?
Well, I do find that with some of the people I'm on with, they are completely unaware of certain things that are happening in the world. And I'm sure you guys have noticed this. The people who are the farthest into the fever swamps of the left live in an alternate reality. They create narratives.
Yeah.
I call it Blue Anon. It's like they are out. They get it in their mind that certain events have occurred when they could not be further from the truth. And so often I find myself in a position of saying, no, that's not a real thing, but let me explain to you what the reality is. And here's the thing. I actually approach the job with the heart of what a journalist is supposed to be. I come to talk about the facts. I come to talk about what I know to be true. But a lot of those folks are truly living in an alternate universe that they create for themselves because of the bubbles in which they operate. I'm probably the only Republican that some of these people know.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, do you ever get a chance to talk to them off air, or is it you go to the last break and you're out of there quickly? I mean, do you ever have these conversations, these heart-to-hearts off the air, Scott, with these liberals?
Oh, sure. We're quite friendly, and look, I don't bear anyone any ill will, and I tend to think as conservatives the best way for us to operate is to be of good humor and be of good faith and be of good cheer. I think that's the correct way to debate. And I'll tell you, my two best friends at the network, it might shock you to learn, are actually David Axelrod and Van Jones. We spend so much time together,
right?
And Van and I travel together, and we have some great debates, and I think they are actually thoughtful.
That's cool.
They believe in debate. The people that I have less interest in are the people who are illiberal, meaning they don't think any conservative should be allowed to talk anywhere. Those are the people that I have less use for.
Van Jones has actually surprised me over the years. He's, there's a little bit of honesty there. He will tell the truth about his side from time to time, and I respect that.
100%.
Yeah.
Look, he has on occasion, and Axe has done this. David Axelrod was actually one of the first people to say Joe Biden should not be running for president. And, man, I remember being here. The White House came down on him like a ton of bricks. Van has stood up to the left on these Free Palestine radicals. He has stood up to the left time and again. And honestly, they give him so much crap. And he shows backbone. Once he digs in on a position, he's not really prone to being backed down. I sort of appreciate people who can stand up to the mob. That's what these mobs form to try to force you into silence or force you to change your position. When someone stands up to the mob, like John Fetterman in Pennsylvania, I think he's the same way. He stands up to the mob. Look, I don't agree with him on 90% of issues. You stand up to the mob, you've earned my respect.
Right. And listen, that's what President Trump has done and continues to do. Before I ask you the question, though, Scott, this is Jeff Fisher here on Pat Gray Unleashed. If you'd like to take a moment and take a picture of yourself talking to us for your Instagram, go ahead. We'll give you that time right now. I'll give you a second. Go ahead and take it, and then we'll get back to you, back to the questions. In your book, you talk about how Donald Trump's F around and find out mantra, attitude was perfect for Washington, D.C., when, especially in the beginning days of the second term. You think he's still going strong with that?
I do, actually. Look, I think he expected to win. I think he knew the issues he wanted to tackle, and I also think that he knew his time would be short. You don't get to be president forever, and you have a finite amount of time to accomplish things. And the book is really about how on day one, the 200 executive orders and the, sort of setting forth on a policy of reversing the disasters of Biden, implementing conservative views, rescuing our culture from the transgender and DEI nonsense, unleashing energy to the point where we can actually win the artificial intelligence race against China, solving conflicts around the world, making the tax cuts permanent. I mean, across the board, they had a plan. He picked the staff and the cabinet that could execute the plan. and they have really not stopped. And the book is largely about how he kind of smashed into Washington before they ever got out of bed. He smashed the bureaucracy, he smashed the Democrats, and he smashed the journalists, and they did not know how to stop him.
One of the things that really helped him do that was not being in office for 4 years. No matter whether you believe how he wasn't allowed in office is another thing. But not being there for 4 years gave him that time to be ready for this term.
Oh, I think they had time to think about it. And unlike the first term, I'm not sure they expected to win, to be honest. And so then he kind of wound up inheriting, Republican government.
Yeah.
That, I mean, good. Look, some good people, but they didn't match his management style. This time, he picked the cabinet and the people that match his leadership style. That's the difference.
Yes.
And I was in the Oval Office with him a few times. I went on Air Force One with him. I watched him manage this government. He got the right team for what he wants to do and how he operates. And I think that is a key difference in how he's leading this time versus the first term.
And really, I think that's because he had 4 years to ponder it, think about it, plan for it, realize his mistakes from the first term, and correct them with really good people like J.D. Vance and Marco Rubio, who's been surprisingly great, I think, as Secretary of State. Have you been surprised by Rubio since he's been in office?
Well, look, I've known Secretary Rubio for many years, and look, he's always been known as one of the smoothest communicators in the Republican Party, and I think that has served him well working for Trump. But what has been equally as impressive is how he has taken control of the bureaucracy at the State Department. That bureaucracy is entrenched, and it is geared to hating Republicans. They hated George W. Bush when I worked for him back in those days. And they hated Donald Trump in the first term, and they still hate him now. And yet Marco Rubio has tamed and pinned the ears back of that bureaucracy. And so now you actually have a foreign policy apparatus that's executing on the wishes of, hey, the president, the duly elected president, instead of just saying, hey, we're going to wait it out and see if we can get a Democrat back in here. Rubio has completely reorganized the building. He pinned the ears back of the bureaucrats. He makes the foreign policy establishment work for the elected president. That is the way it's supposed to be. They're not supposed to be setting their own policy. We elect a president for a reason.
Right. Well, you've been in Washington a long time. I mean, you've worked with, you just said Bush. I think you worked with Romney. You worked with J.D. Vance at CNN before he became a presidential candidate and now vice president. You're part of the problem. You're part of the problem.
Yeah, I've been around a long time, and I've seen a lot of people come and go, and I'll tell you this. The Republicans, in my opinion, were waiting for someone to come along and just try to fight back. That was the thing about all those years. Bush, McCain, Romney. Look, I think they're all great people and great patriots, but we were being overwhelmed by Democrats and media and bureaucracy, and we never fought back. And Trump shows up and says, guess what? I'm not going to take it. I am going to you throw a pebble at me, I will throw a boulder at you. That has been the operating principle for 10 straight years.
For sure.
And does it rankle people? Yes. Was
Absolutely.
It necessary? You bet.
Yes.
You know what surprised me? You bring up President Bush. It surprised me. I guess at the rancor, the vitriol between he and President Trump. What is the deal with W. Bush and George and Donald Trump? Why is he so? I mean, he's almost as opposed to Donald Trump as the Democrats
Seems like he got infected with TDS.
Yeah, it does seem that way.
I look at his post-presidency, and he's effectively done what I think presidents should do: recede into the firmament.
Yeah.
He's not out here making speeches about Donald Trump. He's not out here meddling in decisions. Now, contrast that with the Democrats. Jimmy Carter meddled in every presidency that came after him until he died.
True. Yeah.
Joe Biden and his people, Kamala Harris, they're out there meddling. Barack Obama is the most partisan political ex-president we've ever had. Bill Clinton has been a meddler since he left office. But George W. Bush went home to Texas, took up painting.
That is true.
And that's about what you know. And I think that's what presidents are supposed to do. You won, you got to execute, but when the new guy comes in, you're supposed to get out of the way. Bush did that. Why can't these Democrats ever do that? They can never let power go because government is the center of their life and they can never let it go.
Yeah, I mean, that is true. He has kind of melted away Although, supposedly, I just read an article this morning that he's plotting behind the scenes to take over the party after Trump. But, I mean...
I think not. I
mean,
I was this man's special assistant and political affairs guy. I mean, look, I think not. I think the party iteration after Trump, you can't replicate Trump, but it's a different party now. We've had new constituents that have come in. Yeah. Trump has changed it. Now, the next person can't replicate it, but the trick is, how do you hold a coalition together? How do you keep enough people in the boat to win the next election? That's always the goal, is to expand a coalition. Look, Bush did this in 2004. That's how we won the national popular vote. Trump did it very successfully in 2024. And if Vance is our nominee, and it looks like that's most likely, that's his challenge. But to go backwards in time, I think this is one of the failures of the Democrats. Every cycle, they go back to Obama. Obama, save us. Obama, save us. There's not a shred of evidence that he's ever had any impact on any election other than his own, ever.
and the Democrats...
He couldn't save Kamala Harris.
Yeah.
He can never save Democrats. They long for him to save them, but people don't go backwards. They go forwards. That's what elections are about, the future, not the past.
Yeah. And they have no bench. I mean, who's going to run against J.D. Vance or Marco Rubio or... I can't imagine it. I'm sure things can change between now and then, and they often do. But it's hard to imagine a Democrat mounting a really serious campaign against J.D. Vance.
Well, look, there'll be several that try, and Gavin Newsom, according to the polling I've seen, is the front runner. If you want to call
Scott,
it that,
he said he wasn't going to run. He said he wasn't going to run
multiple times.
Everything Gavin Newsom says, just assume the opposite. But you got him.
Yeah.
So he's sort of the ambition wing of their party. But then you have the true energy of the Democrats, which is in the socialist wing. It's the Bernie Sanders is the godfather. AOC is the operator. Mamdani is the shiny new hood ornament. This is the true energy of their party. I will be shocked if they do not nominate a true, unabashed socialist for president in 2028. I would not discount the idea they nominate AOC. I wouldn't. I don't know anything. I'm just
what
saying,
a joy that would be.
That's their energy. That's their energy right now.
For sure.
Yeah. In your book, you talk about how your dad was the first one to tell you that Trump was going to win, and that Trump had taken the hat off his head and signed it for your dad. Does your dad have that enshrined somewhere, or does he wear it?
No, he has it put up in a special. I'm not even allowed to touch it anymore. I'm not even allowed to look at it because my dad always reminds me that when he told me that, I told him he was full of it, and like everybody else, I didn't get it. But my dad was a Clinton guy. He was a garbage man and a factory worker.
Right.
He was an old Union Democrat from Middle America, rural West Kentucky, and all those people that voted Democrat back in the 80s and 90s. Guess what? They now vote for Donald Trump. The working class core of Middle America, they saw it coming before any of the political elites saw it. They saw it coming. And my dad, I should have listened to my dad. It's not the first time he was right and I was wrong. And it won't be the last.
So just be sure to tag @PatUnleashed on your Instagram when we see the picture of you talking to us. Okay?
You got it.
Scott, thanks for joining us. The book is out yesterday, right? It's out right now. It's called A Revolution of Common Sense. Scott Jennings, good luck with the book, and thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me. Donald Trump picked the photo for the cover of it. It's a beautiful picture. It's a beautiful book. And if you know somebody with Trump derangement syndrome, give it to them for Christmas and unleash the joy of watching them unwrap it on Christmas morning.
Thanks a lot, Scott. Appreciate it. All right, let me tell you about Beam and their Dream Powder. Some breaking news for you. The Beam Cyber Sale is now open for early access for my listeners, and it's their best offer of the year, but only for a little while here. Right now, you can get up to 50% off. And with my code PAT, you can get Dream for just $32.50. That breaks down to about $1.08 per night for the best sleep of your life. Go to shopbeam.com/Pat. Use my promo code PAT. And don't miss out. This is the lowest price Dream has ever been sold anywhere and will likely sell out pretty quickly. Dream is packed with ingredients your body actually needs for sleep: reishi, magnesium, L-theanine, apigenin, and even melatonin. But dosed intelligently, not like the drugstore garbage that knocks you out and leaves you groggy the next day. So here's what happens. You fall asleep fast, you stay asleep longer, and you wake up sharp, focused, and ready to take on the day. That's never been more important than right now. So go to shopbeam.com/Pat, use promo code PAT, and get up to 50% off for a limited time here. During the Beam Cyber Sale, you can get it for just $32.50, but it's only available at this price until it sells out. So think about it. How much would you pay for a truly great night of sleep? With Beam's cyber price, is just $1.08 per night. Go to shopbeam.com/Pat. Try Beam today. That's shopbeam, BEAM, shopbeam.com/Pat.
Pat Gray is Unleashed.
Welcome back to Pat Gray Unleashed. We have some breaking news. We talked earlier about Larry Summers taking a step back from the out in the public, the public eye, because of the Epstein fallout. He has now resigned from the board of OpenAI. So
I didn't even know he was on the board.
I did not either. I did not either. But apparently they weren't happy about him being on that board. I mean, I'm sorry, he resigned. He resigned. He's just taking a step back. He's taking a step back from public life.
So do you think he'll make it to the end of this semester as a professor?
I don't know. It doesn't look like it.
No.
And again, I mean, seriously, all he did
was try to cheat on his wife.
Was an attempt to cheat on his wife.
Yeah.
There's no evidence that I know that I'm aware of that he did.
Get some romantic advice from Jeffrey Epstein.
That's all he did.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing. Hey, I believe Epstein stopped it, right?
Right, and Epstein shot it down.
Shot it down.
That's all he did.
I don't know that he stopped it. He just said you're not going to get anywhere with her.
Well, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
I don't know that anything happened, and I don't know that he decided that he chose someone else. Said, okay, well, if she doesn't like me, how about this one? I don't know that.
You're right.
But I'm just saying, what the evidence that I've had before me today says that all he did was say, hey, you think you can hook me up with this chick? And now we're going to just run him out of life? Man, that's a tough one to take.
It's harsh, isn't it?
It's
harsh.
How dare you go to
I'm just checking to see, has Larry Summers ever done anything illegal? AI says no.
There you right.
All right. Which AI did you look at?
OpenAI has already washed that. Already cleaned it.
He did resign from the board of Block Inc., formerly Square.
How many boards is this guy on?
Right. Well, hey, look, when you serve in government, man, you can name your board.
Yeah.
So, but he did that. He resigned from that board in February 2024, less than a month before the company was charged by the FTC with deceiving consumers through hidden fees.
Yeah, so
while the company settled with the FTC for $18 million, there is no indication that Summers himself was charged.
That's correct.
No,
that's why he got out of there. He saw the writing on the wall. The company was bad.
Yeah.
Right. And he didn't want any part of it.
Thank you.
Jeff Fisher, Esquire.
In addition to Larry Summers, somebody else who's been named is Noam Chomsky. Also was somehow involved with. Now, we don't know if he did anything icky with young girls. But he allegedly wrote in a letter that he believed Jeffrey Epstein had penetrating insights.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, that's but it's just interesting that anytime you're even linked to Epstein.
And for people like you, Pat Gray, it just sounds icky.
It just sounds icky. It does.
It just sounds icky.
It just does.
For people like you,
of course. No matter what Noam Chomsky does, it's icky. He's an icky communist.
He definitely is.
Everything he does is icky.
He definitely is that.
Also, we're just finding out now that 4.5 million illegal aliens are receiving food stamps.
Yeah! And how dare you want people to reapply?
Yep.
How dare you?
Dare you? What? Just because they're here from somewhere else, they still have to eat.
And it doesn't make them illegal. It doesn't make them inhuman.
Well, no human is illegal.
Thank you.
If I might be so bold. But
someone had to say it.
Despite legacy media claims, illegal immigrants do indeed receive Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program benefits, commonly known as food stamps. In fact, it's estimated that 4.5 million do.
Incredible.
Wow.
And you don't have to go to the legacy media. As a person that did foster care and went to pick up WIC for the kids,
right?
You go into the building, you know who is illegal
Oh, do you?
Yes.
Do you? How do you know?
Are you the illegal? You're the illegal knowing God now,
Mr. Territorian.
Okay.
How do you just immediately
know?
Well, when
Please
that person
explain.
comes in and doesn't have any form of ID that is from the United States,
okay,
and does not speak the language, and needs a translator, I'm just gonna.
I mean, think of this. This is coming from a Territorian.
I know.
Time out.
This is coming from a Territorian.
Time out. You're telling me there are people that depend on you to understand English?
Right?
Oh, my
Thank
word.
you.
That's frightening.
Scraping the bottom of the barrel.
I mean, if there's 4.5 million of them out there, you could make a fortune.
And we saw that chart yesterday. Was it in overtime that we had the chart? Elon Musk and the other individual who went through Doge and stumbled upon the incredible spike in illegal aliens that are getting SNAP benefits. But they're also getting those Social Security numbers and turning up on voter rolls nationwide. And he just randomly picked a sample and it's like, hey, look at this. They're here too. Holy
right.
crap.
And think of the amount of people, and I don't know the percentage, that brought a cow with them with the screwworm when they snuck across the border before they got the SNAP benefits.
It's about 85%.
I don't know the
that brought cows with them.
That's what Scott Bessett said.
Which is why they need a SNAP. The stupid cow died from screwworm.
I see. Yeah.
Right.
Thank you.
Yeah, the cow died from
After it infected the American cows.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Right.
Stupid screwworm.
Also, yesterday, speaking of illegals, 21% of Charlotte school kids did not show up for school yesterday.
Huh.
And that checks out with the 17% that were foreign-born in Charlotte. Foreign-born residents. So
And they
150,000 out of 900,000.
They didn't show up because they're afraid in this crackdown.
Yep.
So it's a pretty good indication.
Or maybe they have already been cracked down on.
Wow. I mean, that's in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Yeah.
That's not exactly a border state. You know?
No.
It's pretty amazing.
Well, hope you self-deport so
yeah.
you can come back later.
Yep. All right. We'll see you on Overtime later on today and back here tomorrow.
This is Pat Gray Unleashed.